Welcome to City on a Hill Gaming, a family-friendly tabletop RPG podcast. Let's meet our players.
Hello, I'm Daniel.
Hi, I'm Grant.
Hi, I'm Peter.
Hi, I'm Greg.
Hey, I'm Shaneen.
Hi, I'm Andrea.
What's up? I'm Ben.
We hope you enjoy our show. Tansy.
Commandeer
Have we
horse.
confirmed what they are yet?
No one has made a check to determine.
Can I find that out?
Nature or survival?
So, yep. I'll make a nature check.
Good. That works.
17.
Okay. These are what are known as sandalines. They are a variation of scarecrows. You know they are undead and that they are, to quote the character sheet, water soluble. They basically take damage if you dump enough water on them.
But we need that.
And they're probably also what's causing the sandstorm, you think.
Cool. Just druidcraft make water. Is that a thing I can do?
I assume you probably have
That would be the create water spell, probably.
what he said, yeah.
Okay.
Which is a first level spell, not a cantrip.
Ooh,
Used it often as Lambert in Grant's Colony game, actually.
that's good reason.
I have it, just not prepared.
Yeah, I don't think I have it.
Okay. So do you want to use a move action?
I guess. Yeah.
Do you
sure.
want to get on the wagon near you?
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Tansy's on the wagon. Grant.
Tansy, are you sharing this information about what these are?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, thank goodness. Now I know I don't have any useful spells.
Perfect.
Actually, that may not be true. The problem is there's a sandstorm, and that stinks.
It's not anybody's favorite weather pattern, generally speaking.
Yeah, I'm just double checking. How windy? It's pretty windy out, right?
Correct.
Yep. All right. Scratch that one.
Are we at heckin' Wimdy, or...
I mean, we're at sandstorm.
You're not quite all the way to full blown nonsense, but you're at a mid level of wind based nonsense.
Yeah, for sure. This I think is the only one that is even close. I'm gonna go ahead and cast web.
Okay.
Just spread it out over a 20-foot area.
Okay.
And let me double check here. Yeah, so try and catch, I think, these two in the corner here.
Okay.
That looks about right, 20 feet.
Okay.
So web, I'm layering this across the surface, which isn't great, but there's nothing to anchor them to out here. That it is a 5-foot deep pile of webbing. So, that's gross. And each creature starting their turn there or entering it during their turn has to make a dex save. If they fail it, they're restrained, which means their move speed is 0 and they have disadvantage on attacks, and attacks against them have advantage. They can escape by using a strength check against my spell save DC, but that's once they are caught.
Right.
And they are flammable.
Okay.
They are also difficult terrain.
Oh, okay. Noted. Lock.
I don't know if they're scarecrowy. Do they seem like they would be attacking at all?
What I will say is that Andrea would also know that they are undead. And that they probably kick up in these sandstorms and move around attempting to cause havoc.
All right. My next question is ice close enough to water?
In this heat? Sure. I don't know. Sure, we'll go with it. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'll go for the one in the middle.
Okay. Roll away, man.
I'll try and Ray of Frost him. 14.
That hits.
Hit. All right. That is 7 cold damage.
Okay.
And if relevant, reduces their speed by 10 feet
Very relevant.
until the start of my next turn.
This seems deeply unfortunate for me. Okay, good. Montague.
Montague is going to move up to here to engage these couple because he has determined at this point that these things are indeed hostile. I am going to smack this one.
Was that the top one or the left one?
Top one.
Top one.
Now,
Got
for
it.
the listeners at home, Montague is sort of to the left of Jock and his wagon.
Trying to keep these things off of said jock and said wagon. In fact,
That's so nice of you.
I don't. What did I even give myself gear wise? It seems like some stuff has disappeared off of my character sheet since I filled it in. Okay, so we've got a longsword. That's going to be +4. So 23.
Sure.
3 points of slashing damage.
3 points of slashing damage it is. Bonus action.
That's going to be it for... No. The only thing I've got that would be a bonus action right now is something I don't currently want to do.
Then we will go to Cork.
Okay, I want to take the wagon up behind Jock and kind of fall in line.
Okay.
Kind of pull up kind of behind, beside, adjacent.
Okay.
And cast Bane on the 3 sandstormy doohickeys.
Okay.
Bane is 30 feet, 3 creatures. It drops Bless on that I kicked out, so whoever had Bless from me loses Bless. But they end up with a negative D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay. Attack rolls and saving throws.
Yes.
That's bad. Okay. Anything else?
That pretty much does my whole thing.
Okay, now we do lots of things. I guess we'll start by making dexterity saving throws for
Yummy.
the webs.
Thank you.
Grant, I don't suppose a 2 makes that. And I think
Apparently,
you're muted,
he's
Grant.
not even
Seems
going to
unlikely.
unmute to respond
Nope,
to that.
it was such a bad roll. I don't get the dignity of an answer. So they are restrained. That seems unfortunate. Okay, Greg, make me a...
Real quick, sorry. If you want to, there is a charisma save for Bane.
Oh, for the other 3.
If they want to make that attempt.
It's just optional, though. If you don't want to bother, I understand.
I mean, you know.
I don't think it's worth having to do it.
It wasn't worth having to do. Greg, make me a Constitution save, please.
Oh no, con save.
Oh no, whatever will you...
Oh.
Oh
no.
no, con save.
Oh no.
That's a 4. Greg is blinded. Until the end of your next turn, you are blinded.
I was going to make a joke about getting sand in my eyes. I guess it wasn't a joke after all.
Nope. And the other one will attempt to free himself. Grant, what is the DC on web?
13 is my spell save DC.
Nope, not going anywhere. And the others all have minuses to their attacks. That seems bad for me. So we will do... Peter, we're going to make 2 hits on you. Do a... Oh, wait, hold on. Do a 20 and a 17 hit.
Yes and yes.
Okay. Then you will take 10 damage total, as 2 of them slam into you.
Ouchie.
And then... Shaneen, roll me 1d10, please. To see how much water damage the one in the middle takes.
3.
3. Thank you, ma'am. And then the last one will attempt to move over and hit Daniel. But he is slowed, so I think he can only go to like right there.
And they have disadvantage because I'm evading them.
And they also have minus 1d4 on top of the disadvantage. So whichever is worst, well, that's going to be an 8 minus a number that doesn't matter because it misses. And that is their turns. And we will move on to Brock. Brock is blinded.
I am blind.
Do you wish to attempt to do anything?
I will move slightly closer to them because if they're going to get free, they're going to get to me anyway.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
I won't attack. Hey, guess what? I'm no longer blind.
You are no longer blind.
Fun fact, you have disadvantage from being blind. They have, but you have advantage from them being restrained. So it all evens out.
Yep.
He's not wrong.
Oh, well, that's a good. If that's just all going to even out, then I will.
So does that mean he rolls 4 times and take the highest?
No, it means he just rolls a d20.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, they
that's
cancel
fine.
each other out.
Oh, okay,
And
that's fine.
if you had like 4 instances of advantage and 1 of disadvantage, they all cancel out. And you just roll a die.
Yeah.
That's standard D&D rules.
Noted. The 24 hits, yes.
Okay, and I shall use an exertion point to do a flurry of blows upon it.
Flurry of blows.
Yep.
How many of these notes did you write?
Every attack.
Or when did you add or hit the yak? Is that new to tonight?
Yeah, I just did that I did that like 5 minutes ago.
Good. So that's a total of 16 damage. Go ahead
You know
and
you
read them
love
while
them.
I'm figuring out who's next. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's me.
It is you next. Daniel? Sally
Yep.
Forth.
Well, she's not here, so I'll just take the turn. Jock is going to brandish his battle axe and then flip it around instead. And he is going to use Thunder Wave on the sandling thingy that's right beside him.
Okay.
So it is a wave of thundering force, damaging creatures and pushing them back. Creatures in the area take 2d8 thunder damage and are pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay. Roll.
Thunder Wave.
And there's a Constitution save, I think, for that.
Saving throw, Constitution halves and negates push. I'll have to go back to my character sheet to find my spell DC.
And how many of them are you hitting?
Just the one beside me.
17.
You will make that. And...
well, hold on. Wait. 17 minus 1d4. 16.
All right. And I roll... So, half of 11? 5.
Okay. He takes some damage, but is not pushed back. That is Brock. That is also Jock. That means it's time for Tansy.
I can still move.
Oh, you could still move. Do you want to still move?
Yep. I'm just gonna go forward.
Okay. Attack of opportunity with terrible odds.
Yep.
Okay.
Minus 1d4.
Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
Okay. You take 5 damage.
I tried.
Okay.
He did.
That was, to be fair, that was a 1 in 400 chance there. So
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Tansy.
Right. I take damage and my wagon moves another I guess 50-ish feet up. Like if we only have to take one hit from them, we can get the wagons through. We can just keep going. They're not that fast.
This seems plausible.
But are they going to keep the sandstorm going on us?
We can outride the sandstorm. We got this, everyone. Wagons forward.
Technically, I'm not sure that's true, but that's fine. We'll see what happens. Andrea.
I'm gonna move the wagon kind of up there, and then I'm gonna cast Entangle over here by these two that are by Monty.
I don't see how you're going to avoid catching Monty in that is the only problem.
That's
Yeah,
why I
Like
didn't.
reflexes.
Place it
that's
in such a way that it won't get him.
Cat-like reflexes.
I don't know that you can do
Um,
that. It's a circle, right?
It's a 20-foot square centered on the target.
Yeah, there's no way that's gonna
yeah.
avoid
Yeah.
getting him, which is fine.
The target is a point on the ground within
Man,
range.
Trust him. I think he can pull it out.
Actually,
I feel like I could put it far enough back that it wouldn't hit him, but it would get the other two.
you can get
Well, it depends
one. I
which
can
two.
guarantee you can get one of them. I'm not sure you can get both.
You got these guys are 25 feet. And then you got this.
I'm assuming she's wanting to go 20 feet from like that square.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can get one.
Come on.
Yeah, I think you're only going to get one from that. Because okay, well, realistically, let's do this then. Draw shape.
Yeah, I was just about to do the same thing.
Okay, so that is 20 feet square. 1, 2. Yeah, it's going to be one or the other. Or all three. Or, if you prefer, all three, but him with a really nice escape point on the edge. Because it only makes it difficult terrain. And he would just make a strength save to get out, hopefully.
I'll get the one at the top.
I might also actually be able to help him if you want.
Help him escape?
Yeah. I mean, it'd be a little role play kind of thing, but I think we can pull it off.
I know how. I want to see it.
Y'all's call.
I'm trying to trap him. Just the scarecrow guys.
Kitty
So-
trapped in plants with sandmen.
No, I'll just do the top one.
Won't believe what happens next.
We're not doing that. I refuse to clickbait people too often.
Nothing good.
this lack of clickbait brought to you by NordVPN.
So strength saving throw to see if it's restrained or not.
Or Skillshare.
VPN.com/City on the Hill Gaming. Don't
It
try
won't take you anywhere.
doesn't do
You'll
anything.
get 404.
Mm-hmm. The best
Yeah.
error. You said strength save, Andrea?
Yeah.
The sand lane makes his strength save. The sand lane does not make his strength save.
Okay.
He is entangled. You have moved the wagon. You have done entangle. Do you wish to do anything else?
No.
Grant, Talk's turn.
Yeah. Did Monty make his save? Or are we
Monty
done?
is
make
Monty
one.
is not in it.
Oh, okay. Cool. Then I think Tox is going to ride the wagon.
Right.
What did we say the move speed of these wagons was? 40 feet?
50.
50. Sweet. I'm going to move.
Got legs.
We know how to use them. Move up to here, if you don't mind moving the wagon token under me there. And make a come on noise at Monty to get him to hop up on the wagon.
No. Oh, yeah, okay. Good giant ball of floof.
No, actually, it's a Monty, get up here. We're gonna
We're
try and
leaving.
outrun him.
Okay.
And I will.
Alright.
What I will do is I've got rope grabbed off my pack and going to toss it to Monty to help him pull him up. Just kind of a loop of the rope.
Okay.
I'm holding on to the two ends, so it's 25 feet, not 50.
Kitty lasso.
Well, not even a lasso, just throwing him a double.
Basically like a handlebar kind of a thing I can grab.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
He's gonna
You have the bite of the rope to grab onto rather than like one
windsurf the
strand.
sandstorm. Love it.
I'm kind of here for that, actually.
I'm not mad at it. Can you do anything else, Grant?
No, that's my action and my move.
Shaneen. Where is Shaneen? Oh, there's Shaneen. Okay.
All right. I'll Ray of Frost one again.
Same one or different one?
Same one.
Roll away.
7.
7 to hit or 7 damage?
7 to hit.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
It misses. Do you wish to do anything else? You are on the back of a wagon that is already being maneuvered forward.
Yeah, no, I'm just chilling on the wagon, rubbing the sand out of my eye because that's what made me miss, obviously.
Right, correct. It is a sandstorm. Peter, Montague.
I'll take the escape route offered to me. I'll like Monty's big fluffy paw like sprout some disconcerting looking talons, and he just like latches onto the rope and swings up onto the back of the cart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those who aren't cat owners, if you've ever seen a cat like scratch at one of those hemp rope wrapped scratching posts, yeah, those claws will come out and grab right in.
Yeah, just.
Is that all you're doing, Peter?
Yeah.
Okay, that is 1, 2, 3. Cork.
Pulling up behind Tox with the whole wagon.
Okay.
I'm going to lift my holy symbol, which is kind of my staff all in one, and channel divinity to turn undead.
Okay, read me turn undead.
As an action, you present the holy symbol of your greater entity, speak a divine word, rebuking the undead. Each undead with creature within 30 feet that can see or hear you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage from any source. A creature must use its turn to try to move as far away from you as possible. It cannot willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you, and it cannot take reactions. On its action, it can only dash or try to escape any effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
Okay, and you are a cleric. Correct? Gotcha.
Your spell save target is spell save is 13.
What is my ability?
It is, what did I say? Wisdom?
Wisdom. I'm sure that's real high for undead.
Yep.
Scarecrows.
So I have three of the same three that I baned. So they also have a -4, a D4.
And what was your DC?
13.
Okay, 1 success.
Okay. So the other two must hightail it for 1 minute. So 6 rounds.
This one will hightail it very slowly because he is slowed. But he won't do anything other than hightail it. Okay. Anything else there?
Just keeping the train moving.
All right. You've moved that moved. Sand lanes are entangled. So I'll make a strength save. Ooh. Peter?
Yeah.
Does a 16 hit you?
Just barely.
Okay. You will take 5 more damage. And
Ouch. I hiss at it.
as you should.
Oh, it finally made it out. How sad.
Oh, only one of them did. Failed his save. Greg, how do we feel about an 18 to hit?
I don't feel too good about that.
5 damage it is. Excellent. You love to see it. That will be the Sandling's turns. That
Real
means
quick, that guy's rolling with disadvantage, right?
the 2 over here I don't believe have disadvantage.
They're restrained.
Oh, right in the web.
Yeah, let's see if we can not have that be.
Sorry, I tried.
He tried.
It didn't make a difference.
Okay, now it's Brock's turn. But yes, thank you, Grant. You were correct.
Well, at least them having so the restraint, does that also give me advantage then? Yes, correct.
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
It's awful from every perspective for me.
It's almost as awful as all of the names I give things.
Debatable? That wasn't a challenge. I know you'll take it as a challenge, but that wasn't meant as a challenge. Yes. That's not ideal.
Is he still there, or did I turn him into sand dust?
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Good. Oh,
And okay. Daniel.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Jock would just kind of keep leading the way and keep going. It doesn't look like they can really catch up.
Okay. So we'll assume Jock is off the map. And that would make it Tansy's turn.
I'm gonna drop the entangled and then cast Moonbeam at this guy over here.
Okay.
So let's make it.
I'm not familiar with Moonbeam.
it's a fun one.
It's very good, especially against undead, I believe.
A beam of moonlight fills the area with dim light. Creature enters it
And-
first turn or turn. Oh, it is struck by silver flames. Makes concentration.
The Saturday group refers to this as the moon laser.
I am beginning to know why. Okay, I will
And
make a Constitution saving throw.
And especially good against things that can't move.
Seems bad. I mean, good. One or the other, or both. And I believe I have. Yep. What was that? No. So I will take a 2d10 radiant damage, please.
Oh, that's just bad luck.
Oh, no. That's 2d10 for 3. That is. Okay. Anything else, ma'am?
This is a dumb
kinda
question. You said these are undead. Are they vulnerable to radiant damage?
Un minuto, por favor.
Gotta get that extra point in, you know.
Peter?
I mean, it's going to depend entirely on their stat block. Some undead are, some aren't.
No, they
Okay.
are not.
Wanted to double check.
These specifically are not.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's scarecrows. It makes sense. Just wanted to check.
Reasonable. Okay. Anything else, ma'am?
Just gonna keep pushing the cart
Keep
forward.
riding the cart. Okay. We're changing carts temporarily. Tansy, Grant. The last one that seems to be problematic is next to you.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. That's a thing. All right. Well, I'm going to use my arcane muscles spell, and as it happens, I've got rote memorization from being a wizard, scholarly excellence. I can cast arcane muscles 2 times a day because proficiency bonus as a bonus action without any material components.
Okay.
So Monty, you see Tox like this is
You
a
Hulk
weird,
out.
not Hulk out, more like Master Roshi, just like huge muscles all of a sudden, kind of thing. Scrawny wizard to wait, was he always this jacked? Because that's fun. And I'm going to take a swing at this particular guy and try and, give him a good thwack. That's going to be that.
Sorry, the song from Hercules is stuck in my head now. That's why I'm bouncing around.
Yeah, 7 bludgeoning damage.
They put the
As I
glad in Gladiator.
Deliver a really solid punch, which does count as magical, in case they're
Resistant in some type.
resistant to non-magical attacks.
Noted.
13 hit?
Yes. It even seems confused by how jacked you are now.
Great. And then I'm driving the cart.
Forward you go.
50 feet that away.
You are now out of combat range. And you guys all go basically before the Sandling does. So you guys make your escape on your freshly produced mounts, because we don't do horses here.
I mean, we could, but given the option, we're not going to pick horses.
we don't do that here. Oh, nope, that doesn't go in the cart. Okay, so do you guys stop or do you continue forward for some time?
I assume we're gonna continue forward for a while to try and
outpace these things.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys continue forward. You stop for the night. The sandstorm begins to fade, and you come to the edge of the desert. The desert stops maybe a day or so out of the port city where you're headed. And
All right.
you guys arrive in port a day later than you anticipated, but that's fine. And you are greeted as you enter town by a large... okay, so as muscular as Grant just became, as Tox just became, due to... What was that called, Grant?
Arcane muscles.
Arcane muscles. So, arcane muscles, but you assume it's not magic, he just always looks like that. You were greeted by a very large, very unnecessarily large elf man. And I'm going to move you on the map. There you go. You guys should be on a new map now. You were greeted by an unnecessarily large elf man. He's not that large. I'm just making him big so you guys can see the picture. Right. You guys the expeditionary team.
Hope so.
Yes, that would be us.
Yep.
Pleasure to meet you. Name's Felix.
What's up, bro?
I'll take you to the captain.
But we already have a cat.
He looks confused and then realizes he's standing 6 feet from a flail snail, but a decommissioned flail snail, and just is not really... I'm not sure we're going to let that on the boat.
And you have the creatures
It's
on
okay.
the wrong people.
That's fine.
Yeah, I just make guesses at some point. Okay, he
The
takes...
flail snail is tame. It's okay.
That's a sentence. Okay.
Good news.
Montague will walk up and like take one of his big fluffy paws and like start scratching the
Who's your
snail
pussy?
behind its pony flail. And it's kind of, it's like its eyes kind of half close and it leans into, who's a good snail?
Okay. Grant, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that, if you're worried, what do we name the ant?
I think ant is
Legs.
legs.
Legs, that's right. Legs here. If we get attacked by giant termites on the boat, we're good.
Giant
Seafaring hazard, trust me.
But...
You might be thankful of the flail snail if we get attacked on the water.
And the yak? What am I
Why?
supposed to do
Can
with
we
the yak?
He's
sail on the
adorable.
flail snail?
He is adorable.
Just make sure that he gets combed regularly so he doesn't get
Do you-
knots. He's very docile.
Have we determined if the yak is a female or male?
I guess
No, we
Brack-
have not.
Brack can be gender neutral, I guess. As it relates
Nobody has
to
checked,
yaks.
and doing so would be incredibly difficult with all the floof.
That's true.
Not it.
Yeah.
Not moving forward with that part of the storyline. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just move on. Yeah, I gave you guys a yak. That was my fault. Okay, good.
Nah.
Please don't take back the yak.
You gonna take
Christ.
yaks?
Surprised
That
I
would
didn't
be
have it
quite an
sooner.
attack if he hacked back the yak.
Yakety yak, no takebacks.
You know, I have the window minimized, and yet I can still envision Ryan's facial expression right now.
You've seen it before. He
It,
leads
it
you.
basically is the same expression you have the entire session.
He's not wrong. It's disappointed bemusement, I think, is more or less what covers it.
Don't worry, listeners at home, you can hear his expression.
It's
Yeah.
true. I sigh a lot.
It's an expression that constantly says, I wish I'd thought of that.
That's also true. It's like when you're a parent. It's like in parenting when your child does something you know they shouldn't do, but you're still sort of a little proud of them. That's more or less my standard with Daniel. Just-
Any long pause from Ryan is just regret.
it's not untrue.
This is crushing regret. Oh
It's-
no,
it's
I had
the
done
regret
stepped
of-
in it again.
It's the regret of that was unfortunate, but it all happened technically because of a decision I made, so therefore it's my fault. So I just accept it.
You know what? If it makes you feel any better, Ryan, I also blame you for my antics.
That's not
But-
unreasonable.
But Grant's the one who had the antics this time.
Ugh.
Yeah, they were Grantics.
Ugh.
See, you know when Daniel moans that it's really bad because it's normally him making the joke. So if you can put Daniel in my shoes, you've done something really impressive. Felix is very confused by everything that's happening right now.
Yeah, I assume
right,
every
we were
bit of this
doing
was
something.
Yeah, no, that was all in character.
Snail.
Who are you? Okay, whatever. Come here. You need to meet
I'm
the
still
rest
petting
of
the
the crew.
snail.
I'll lean down, hand him some paperwork. Paperwork keeps people distracted. It's fine.
It's better to not ask questions.
You're actually official. I was afraid of that. Okay, fine. Come on.
They're
Don't
real
flood
short-handed,
paperwork.
my guy.
He flips through is like, the snail is official. What world am I even living in?
They have a license.
Technically, with the caterpillar, I don't think we're short-handed,
We
but
wouldn't have an unlicensed snail. What kind of barbarians do you think we are?
oh yeah, the snail has the best
The bard
documentation
kind?
and pedigree of
It
any
has
of
a
us.
pedigree, yeah. Like,
Oh, I never considered that part of
it
it.
was a racing snail. It's got papers and everything.
He's third generation talent.
Yeah.
His great grandmother was a champion. Thank you kindly. That's not important. We're not doing that. Okay.
We are absolutely working up the snail's pedigree.
I know you are. And we'll post it on Twitter when it happens. It's fine. Right. So I don't okay. Captain, they're here, I guess. Sorry. Why are you just trust me? Just trust me.
I like the idea that anybody introducing us going forward is just sorry.
Sorry. In advance. Why? You'll know. Right, ladies and gentlemen, all of you gathered here, the Sage Seven. He looks at you kind of confused that you have a name as a group, because that wasn't on his paperwork. They have a banner. Okay. Right. Felix, you can call me the prototype. I'm the master at arms. And now I'm very sad. This is Captain Naeth. We call her Hunter. She's in charge. When she's not in charge, he's in charge. And he points partway up the ramp. That's the boss. He's literally he's the one in charge of the money. That's why we call him the boss. He speaks softly, but he carries a big accounting table. And he's not afraid to tell you that something doesn't meet budget. And I'm pretty sure that yak is not going to meet budget, but we'll see what happens. He points up on the ship. Sorry. Why? Give it 10 minutes. Good. He points up to the ship, and in the middle of the top of the gangplank, you see a Peter, what is the level up advanced 5th edition version of Genasi?
They're not really in the official thing, so just plain touched would probably be the term you'd want to use.
Right. Man made of fire. Plain touch man made of fire. That's Zig. He's the one who does most of our sales. He points at a large
You
dwarf.
have a fire person on a wooden ship and you're worried about our snail?
No, wait. When you say he does most of our sales, do you mean like?
Monty, that's
Oh, that was my
mildly
fault.
racist, isn't it?
Possibly. And Daniel,
I mean,
financial,
which
not
fire is
boat.
coming off of him? Is he wearing protective gear or something?
Yeah, I don't
And
think
now I
he
have
has
a
to.
lot of like images of like Chris Evans as the Human Torch in my head, and how dangerous that seemed. Okay, right. Moving on. That's
I'm sure he's a lovely person, but fire is fire.
fire is in fact fire. He points
Since
backwards at that's not good. The dawn of man, Daniel. The dawn of man. He points backwards at a large.
Prometheus stole it from the gods.
That's true. He points backwards at a large dwarven gentleman. That's Vibora. He's the muscle. He moves a lot of heavy things, and he does most of the punching. We do a not insignificant amount of punching on this ship. I hope you're comfortable with that. He points at a woman standing on the mast.
Immediate flex.
Yeah. He points at a woman standing on the mast with a monkey on her shoulder. That's Nara. That's Jim's. She's our scout. He points at a big woman, or a very small woman. Not big woman, very small woman. That's the ship's mage. You can call her Ash. She also sets things on fire. We have a lot of fire for a boat. Don't question it. It's fine.
Well, I suppose the water's right nearby if you
It's
need
true.
it.
He points at a dwarven woman on the far right. That's Belle. We call her the bell ringer. Be nice, or she will hit you with one of the hammers, possibly both. On the far left, you have the wizard. His name is Wilfred. No, he's not actually a wizard. He just dresses like that for fun. And
We have our own wizard.
is he actually a wizard? Are they actually a wizard? Are you actually
He's
a wizard?
a pinball wizard.
Never be a pinball wizard.
What?
Got such a subtle gift.
It's true. Does Tox consider themselves a wizard primarily? Or
I think
secondary?
Tox up till now has mostly considered himself a sailor who's got mage training.
Okay.
Because that makes things easier on the ship. It will probably turn out, because it's D&D, that the magic will end up being a lot more important. What with it being more generally universally useful adventuring. But for the moment, he kind of thinks of himself more as a sailor.
Sailor first, mage second.
For right now.
Okay. He points up to where there are a row of cannons that are glowing for some reason. That's Nahaja. She's the cannoneer and in charge of weapons. Well, the big weapons, the ship's weapons. She likes to blow stuff up. She waves. And then he points to the front of the ship, and floating maybe 5 feet above the very front of the ship is some kind of...
A prow.
Thank you. Interesting elemental looking gentleman who seems to just kind of be levitating for whatever reason. That's Kel. Before he finishes speaking, Kel teleports and is standing next to Felix. Hey, how's everyone doing?
Bah.
Hey, bud.
What's up?
What's up?
Welcome to the ship.
Hello.
She seems pretty good.
She's seaworthy most of the time.
Well, that's
the
better
captain
than the
slaps
last
him in the back of the head when he says most of the time.
No, I understand. What's her name?
Realistically, Ryan actually doesn't remember the name of the ship that I gave you last week. Actually.
The Night Hammer.
Thank you.
Night Hammer.
Right. Hammer. Okay, never mind. Yeah, if we know the ship name, sweet.
I said it, and I listened to it this morning, and I didn't write it down. Right, the Night Hammer. Yep, she's a beauty. All right, see you around. And then he just teleports to the back of the ship.
Bah.
The captain looks at you. It's fine. Kel just does that sometimes. And then he teleports back. Regularly.
Bah.
Felix is now on the back of the ship for some reason.
I like him.
They've switched places. But Kel. And then the captain looks at him. Put him back.
I thought I could move fast.
He rolls his eyes. Fine. But he puts him like slightly in the water and drops him like 3 feet into the water. Hey, Kel. Fine.
But who's going to help us split up the horses?
She looks around. Horses.
What horses? Where?
Horses?
Horses pull carts, so the horses.
No. We have a snail, a yak, a centipede, and an ant.
I
They're pulling a cart.
I think technically
it doesn't make them horses, though.
Yeah, I think technically because the yak is being made to do work, then it's an oxen.
But
Zabor will show you where to put them.
Gets this very concerned, compassionate expression and walks over to the ox. Like, you will always be a yak to me.
No, I mean it's a yak, but it's also an ox.
Okay, so...
But is it going to talk back?
Never.
Well,
It's
no,
mute.
You don't talk back.
Occasionally it goes, meh, and that's about it.
The boss looks at you and is just deeply...
The yak chews blandly at this entire exchange.
Yeah, that's accurate. So presumably the lot of you come on board. They lead your team of whatever these are. You guys are free to move around the ship. They lead them to the middle of the ship and then open up a section in the middle, and then a big crane comes out of the middle, and they strap each creature in and lower it into the hull.
I like the idea that the ant just like clings to whatever the rope is, and they finally are like, fine, we'll just lower it down.
The centipede's just like spinning, weaving in and out of it the whole time.
Yeah.
The captain stops and looks at the three of you, the seven of you. I want to make one thing very clear. You are responsible for those 4, not me.
Okay.
I don't know where you got a championship bred flail snail, but you have one. So here
Military
we are.
budget.
Yeah.
That's what you bought.
1033 program. Yeah, it's a.
In fairness, we were sort of scooping up anything that could pull a wagon.
You recommissioned a flail snail.
Technically,
yes.
It was already out to pasture.
Okay. Can it fight?
I mean, technically, theoretically.
Never really. I mean, it was bred as a racing snail. I don't.
It's always been very docile.
I mean, it's probably got some, instinctive ability to wave those things around, but they've been tied back most of its life.
At least it looks intimidating. Okay, everyone on board.
The shell is pretty.
The shell has also got whatever magic it has.
Reflective thing, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that part's actually real good.
Yeah, that's not as
we like to
non-zero
hide
factor.
behind that when things are getting shot at us.
That's a good call.
What? Yeah, that's actually great. Man, we should come up with more clever things like that are actually helpful to us instead of just
okay.
Instead of just giving Ryan a headache.
I was like, no more flail snails. My own fault. Kel teleports back to the middle of the ship. Right, so yeah, you guys settle in, and we'll show you around after dinner, and yeah, welcome to the Night Hammer. And the ship shoves off.
Sweet.
And so will we, because that's the end of the session.
Alrighty.
Yay.
Thank you to you.
Well, not
guys.
yay for the end of the session, but yay for a good session.
Thank you. Thank you to you guys for joining us. Thank you to all our listeners for tuning in to this. Let me tell you something about this group. So I made a set of notes that say first session. We have now completed those after 2 entire sessions.
That tracks.
I'm proud of you guys.
That's fair.
Never didn't have it. So we will wrap up. Check out, I will put a link in the description to Grant. What was the name of the podcast?
Decoder Ring Theatre.
Decoder Ring Theatre. We will check.
That's
we'll put a link down there for
with
them.
an R-E, not an E-R at the end.
Right. And also not the state, because I don't hear well, apparently.
Yes, Decoder.
Decoder Ring, not Decoder Ring.
Yes.
Special thanks as always to our Patreon backers, JD, Stephanie, Ryan, Bryan, Sir Lord Epic Name, Andrew, Christina, Ashley, JoAnne, and Tony, and especially congratulations to Ashley on her recent marriage to Francisco. Francisco's a nice guy. Good job, you two.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you guys for supporting the show. Thank you guys for joining me tonight for stuff. I can't wait for Shaneen's notes from next week.
Thanks
next
for
time,
running.
These are going to be an absolute joy.
Sessioning number 2.
The sessioning part 2. If you want to find more of our episodes, cityonthehillgaming.com or captivate.fm/cityonthehillgaming. Send us a message on Twitter at cityonthehillgame. Tag us in something on Instagram. I promise I'll check it at least once every 3 months. I don't promise that because it probably won't happen. But we
sound
have
like me in my mailbox.
No, we don't talk about my Gmail accounts. They're not good. You can email
No,
us
I meant
at,
my mailbox.
Oh, your little mailbox. You can also email us at cityonthehillgaming@gmail.com. I check it more often than the Instagram. Normally. So thank you for listening and have a blessed day. Thanks for listening to City on a Hill Gaming. For more information, you can find us on Twitter at City on a Hill Game, on Instagram at City on a Hill Gaming, on Twitch at twitch.tv/CityOnAHillGaming, or wherever you listen to podcasts by searching for City on a Hill Gaming. If you want to hear more from the Saving the Game folks, you can find their backlog of episodes at stgcast.org. Thanks as always to our Patreon backers, Stephanie, Ryan, Bryan, Doug, JD, Andrew, Christina, Ashley, JoAnne, and Tony. We really appreciate everything you guys do to support the show. Thanks for listening, and have a blessed day.